and welcome to this week's edition of Weekly News. I'm Marcela Tomčíková, and together we will take a look at the highlights and stories that shaped the past few days. And let's get started with a new school for children in the eastern part of the central Bohemian region. In Úvaly, after more than 10 years of preparation, construction of the Povýmolí primary school has begun. The first students should sit in their classrooms in September 2027. The project addresses the critical shortages of school places for children.
After years of preparation, the cornerstone was symbolically laid in the valleys. The new school will offer modern classrooms and sports facilities, becoming a joint project of several options.
Building and ensuring enough capacity in primary schools is viewed as crucial. This also pertains to secondary schools and kindergartens, which are viewed as a major priority. I have been dealing with this issue since 2010, when I entered politics, which has now been 15 years, and I am pleased about that. I'm glad that in this time, especially in central Bohemia and in East and West Prague, we've made significant progress. More than 20,000 student places have been created. The central Bohemian region is part of the school construction. As the central Bohemian region, we contribute 10 million crowns to each school's construction. I know this amount is small compared to the 100 million for the school, but we aren't the primary school founders, so we are just helping the municipalities symbolically. This will be a school with a capacity of 810 students. 810 students is the largest capacity being built at Zelena Luka. There is a recently opened school in Chinia, and we only have 3 such schools in central Bohemia.
The overcrowded temporary school needs a new building, as stated by the town hall.
We definitely lack capacity here. There are no schools in nearby towns, and although we have a primary school in Úvaly, however, that primary school is currently bursting at the seams. So this is a project we urgently need here. Right now, we are traveling for inspiration and noticing where the problems lie, and we are trying to avoid and prevent them.
The anticipated opening of the new school for students and teachers is scheduled for September 2027, but it will depend on the construction progress.
Ferries in the central are celebrating 20 years since their reintroduction. They help to shorten journeys across the Vltava River. Therefore, on the occasion of this important anniversary, Prague Integrated Transport, of which the ferries are a part, has prepared an interesting program for passengers with special cruises on historic vessels, as well as many other activities for visitors, young and old.
To commemorate 20 years of Prague ferries, Prague Integrated Transport has arranged a diverse and engaging program for both passengers and visitors alike.
Special cruises on a historic ship will be the highlight, featuring a small boat that once navigated these waters and regularly ferried passengers. Everyone can try how it was done here years ago. Additionally, there will be another boat offering sightseeing cruises along the Vltava River near this ferry. It will also be possible to cross to the other side.
A band played all day, and there were various snacks available. The event was also spiced up by a special exhibition for the ferry's 20th anniversary, children's workshops, and many info booths. They also gave away a new publication called 20 Years of Ferries for free. Ferries are well liked by travelers in Prague, and many would find it hard to envision city transport without them. If you need
I need to get from, say,
2 tickets.
To the other side, it's the fastest since there's no bridge.
I ride it often and like it, but I don't have a reason to use it regularly, so I only use it occasionally as a tourist.
I really appreciate that this is actually a part of the Prague Integrated Transport Network and not merely an incidental ferry service.
After their reintroduction in the capital, there is a clear interest in ferries. Ferries from Podbaby have been running every 15 minutes since 2006, linking to buses on the Troja side. On the Vltava River, ferries are available to passengers every day from 5:30 in the morning until 10 in the evening all year round. It is also the most popular ferry in Prague.
It's a much shorter route. People use it to commute to work and go to the zoo. From this side, the ferry is a great option. It's interesting as it crosses the water, not typical transport. When it's nice out, many go to the zoo. To the botanical garden in the morning and afternoon, simply for work.
Thanks to the ferries being integrated into the Prague public transport system, a regular public transport ticket is sufficient for their use.
A litachka, a subscription ticket, or a regular coupon. You can ride for free, no payment needed, but you can buy a ticket or SMS ticket. It's just standard public transport, so when you board the tram, there's also a ticket validator on the boat, making everything like regular public transport.
In the year 2005, Prague saw a major expansion of ferry services, specifically when one. On July 1st, Ferry P1 in Sedlec resumed service as the first line of Prague's integrated transport, following the end of ferry services in the late 20th century, and helped shorten travel across the Vltava, especially in the northern part of Prague. Following the launch of this line, the passenger count on the ferries of Prague integrated transport started to rise, which led to the gradual expansion of the ferry network in the following years.
We have to cover the visit of Dan Brown in Prague and one unique idea. Prague City Tourism is launching a new project to show Prague through the eyes of Dan Brown's bestsellers. Literary walks connect the famous places of the metropolis with the atmosphere known from his books, opening the way to a new type of tourism.
Visitors will experience the secrets, symbols and tension as if from a novel on Dana Brown's special walks in Prague. The inspiration for this came from an author whose works are read by millions across the globe.
We intentionally do not communicate with mass tourism, so we are excited to finally engage significantly with literary tourism, meaning we can reach clients. Visitors who genuinely come for culture and history wish to explore the attractions referenced in the book. Thus, we are excited about welcoming individual travelers.
During the walk, participants will see Prague's landmarks from a new perspective, akin to the settings of stories where history intertwines with literary imagination.
We are setting off on a new walk named Praxitivism that traverses the high historical center of Prague.
We have walks for locals, Czechs, and tourists, including regular ones that are less expensive. Additionally, we provide personalized walks where we create a custom experience for you in your language and at your convenience, ensuring we cater to everyone.
The old Jewish cemetery is, of course, connected with great Jewish figures who were truly buried here. The golem in this tale extracts power from the ultimate mystery, leading to the most renowned grave.
Prague thus joins the ranks of other world metropolises where literary tourism is gaining increasing popularity. And those who enjoy Dan Brown's stories can experience them firsthand thanks to a new outing right in the capital's backdrop.
The first year of the Army Film Festival, which focuses on presenting war feature and documentary films from the Czech Republic and abroad, has started in the Kinský Garden. The festival also tries to show the work of Czech war veterans in foreign conflicts. An opening day in Kinský Park focused on programs for children and adults, while the evening including open-air film screenings and meetings with filmmakers.
At the Kinský Garden, the organizers introduced visitors to the inaugural Army Film Festival, whose main goal is to enhance awareness of military veterans.
The Army Film Festival features military films, including both documentaries and dramatized stories. The festival's main section was in the Atlas Cinema.
The program includes morning screenings for schools about Czech soldiers on foreign missions, along with discussions between students and veterans featured in the films. The afternoon will highlight live podcasts and international feature and documentary films, with current documentaries from Ukraine also prepared.
One film, Full Force, focuses on a Ukrainian helicopter unit fighting directly on the front lines. The second film, Ukrainian Summer, covers legionnaires fighting for Ukraine.
A relaxed program took place in the Kinský Garden prior to all this.
In this area, soldiers show what food they consume during exercises or when deployed abroad. There is a booth here that showcases first aid techniques, along with another booth. Knives are displayed.
The festival primarily focused on presenting the experiences of war veterans from military conflicts.
Our main effort will be to showcase the agency for supporting war veterans under the Ministry of Defense, which has been active since January 2024, and we aim to provide help to war veterans as closely as we can.
A fun military-themed event combined entertainment, knowledge, and powerful film stories in the unique atmosphere of Kinsky Park, followed by a program at the Atlas Cinema.
That's it for this week's Weekly News. Thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. I'm Marcela Tomčíková, wishing you a calm and pleasant week ahead. See you next time.